In this video, we'll be looking at how to find the value of A, B, and C in this subtraction question. Now here's the question. 7A2 minus 48B giving an answer of C73. Now from the right, 2 minus B gives an answer of 3, which means that for us to be able to subtract B from 2, then B must be less compared to 2 for us to get an answer of 3. But here's the case, there is no way we can subtract B from 2 for us to get an answer of 3. So what you have to do is that you have to consider the number that is close to the left of 2, and that is A. So here we borrow from A and we add to 2 so that we can get an answer of 3. Now if you want to borrow from A, then A here is a variable, not a number, which means you cannot borrow from A. Then we consider the next number close to A, to 8 left. The next number here is 7, which means we can borrow from 7 and then add to A before we can get to 2 and so for B. So you borrow from 7, that means you are borrowing 1. So the number left here is 6. So you write our 6 here. Now 6 is left when you borrow 1 from 7. Then we go to the next number, that is A. But since these numbers are counted in base 10, when we borrow and we want to move to the next number, then it's going to be in tens, which means we are going to have here as 10. Then we add to the number here, that is A, which means we have 10 plus A. Now the focus is not to find A, but it's to find B. So here we have to borrow from 10 plus A and then we add it to 2 so that we can get the value of B. So in borrowing from 10 plus A, we borrow 1 from here, which means we have 9 plus A. And since you are working in base 10, or the numbers are counted in base 10, that means when you move to the next number to its right, it becomes 10. So that becomes 10 plus 2. And we all know that 10 plus 2 gives an answer of 12. So it means that here you're going to have 12 here. So it means that 12 minus B should give us 3. Then you can write this in equation form and find the value of B. So this is what we have here. So it means that we have 12 minus B, which is equal to 3. So in solving for B, then we group like terms. So in group like terms, then we have 3 minus 12. So we have minus B to be equal to, so 3 minus 12 gives us minus 9. And when we divide both sides by minus 1, we are going to have B to be equal to 9. So we have an answer of 9 for B. Now we want to find the value of A. Now remember that we are left with 9 plus A at the top of A. So it means that 9 plus A minus 8 should give us 7. So we write this in equation form for us to get the value of A easily. So it means that we have 9 plus A minus of 8, which is equal to 7. So 9 minus 8 gives us 1. So that is A plus 1, which is equal to 7. So here means that our A is equal to 7 minus 1, and A here is equal to 6. So we have A's value here to be 6. Now we want to find the next variable here, that is C. So it's saying that 6 minus 4 is equal to 6. So we come and write it here in an equation form and find the value of C, which means 6 minus 4 giving us 6. So here 6 minus 4 here is 2. We have C, which means C here is equal to 2. So we have our values for A. So therefore it means that our A here is equal to 6, B is equal to 9, and then C is equal to 2. Now these are the values for A, B, and C. Now let's see to it and prove that indeed these are the actual values for A, B, and C. So we are going to look at the proof of it. Now we are just going to do back substitution and see if you are going to get the answer the question said it is. So it means that 7, and then A we know to be 6, and then we have 2 here, so write out 2. So we have 4, there is minus here, and we have 8, and we have B here, but B is known to be 9, so write out 9 here, divided by, now let's subtract and see. It means that 2 minus 9 is impossible in this instance. It means that we have to borrow 1 from the next number, and since you are working in base 10, when you borrow it becomes 7. Sorry, borrow it becomes 5. So since you are working base 10, when it comes it becomes 12. So it means that 12 minus 9 give us an answer of 3. And that is exactly as we have here. Good. Now the next one, we are saying 5 minus 8. This is impossible in this instance, so we borrow from 7, which means when we borrow, we are left with 6. So we are left with 6 here. And we come to the next one, that is adding up to the next number in base 10. So it becomes 10 plus 5 gives us 15, which means 15 minus 8 gives us an answer of 7. So we write our 7 here. And that is exactly as we can see here. Now the next number, remember that we are left with 6 here, which means 6 minus 4 gives us 2. And that is C. And from our answer, we said C is equal to 2. And if here 2 is also 2, then it means that that is correct. So basically, when we subtract these two numbers, these three numbers, we have 273. And that's exactly as A, B, and C. So this is all about this video. So thank you for watching. Kindly like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is BakoMaths, thinking beyond infinity.